Before we continue with the rest of the video, we could use your help. Click that like button to help spread the word about Watchjojo, and also be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss our future videos. 5 superheroes who became weaker with age. Food and beverage connoisseurs say that items like cheese and wine only get better with age. While this may hold true for some refined products, it does not necessarily translate to people. We have a looming expiration date. Bodies begin to deteriorate once old age sets in, senses begin to fail, and once strong individuals find themselves weakening. The bodies that may have housed once incredibly strong and capable individuals eventually betray them and begin to decay. While depressing to think about, the silver lining is that the comic and superhero industry has provided numerous examples of what human excellence can look like. Superheroes are often the peak of physical conditioning, and people strive to live and act like their favorite heroes would. This may be a great ideal, but it poses one simple question. What would happen if superheroes began to age as well? Would a hero with incredible strength and agility find themselves losing the powers that make them special? Or would their superiority remain even though they have increased in age? Some superheroes will certainly retain their superpowers despite aging, either because they're not human or have an ability which keeps them from aging. However, some heroes have too much humanity left inside them, which leaves them as vulnerable as the average person on the street. It's a novel concept to consider, and makes viewers think what their favorite heroes would be like if they hit golden age status. Number 5. Batman. Without any superhuman powers underneath his utility belt, Bruce Wayne is susceptible to everything humans are, including old age. The animated series Batman Beyond addresses what happens when a superhero gets older. With all of his allies and nemesis deceased or retired, an elderly Bruce Wayne has left Batman behind. The catalyst for Bruce realizing that he needed to leave Batman behind was after having a heart attack during a fight. Very few other superheroes have had to deal with this type of vulnerability before, but Bruce's mortality makes these issues come to the forefront. While the Batman moniker is taken over by Terry McGinnis in the universe, it doesn't change the fact that the Dark Knight was forced into retirement for simply getting older. Number 4. Spider-Man. Any appearance of Peter Parker in either the MCU or television shows has been as a wisecracking teenager. There has only been one screen instance of Parker shown as an older superhero, and it was not a pretty sight. The Spider-Man Earth series explored what happens to the webhead when he has moved on from fighting crime. Unfortunately, his life is in shambles at the time, and he is a shell of his former self. Ultimately, he is thrown back into the world of crime fighting, but is swiftly defeated by a rogue gallery of his old enemies. Despite enemies like Kraven the Hunter and Venom also aging, they retain their strength and are able to take out the web-slinger. Parker was not looking for a fight in his old age, but when he found one, he was not able to keep up. Number 3. Wolverine. An older Wolverine is certainly still more awesome than most superheroes, but that does not mean he wasn't stronger in his youth. 2017's Logan borrowed a story from the comic Old Man Logan, which depicts Wolverine aging ungracefully. Wolverine's regenerative healing abilities have begun to fail him due to his adamantium skeleton slowly poisoning him. This slow aging process leaves Logan without the abilities he is most well known for, and gives fans a different look at a once almost invincible hero. Watching Logan deteriorate was certainly unpleasant, as fans are used to seeing him at peak physical ability. While he still puts up a great fight during this film, it is certainly not the Logan fans are accustomed to. Number 2. Captain America. Even though his stint as Captain America began in 1940 during World War II, Steve Rogers has been able to hold on to his immaculate strength. Mainly through the powers of cryogenic freezing, Rogers has been able to fight crime despite technically being the oldest superhero. Does this mean he never ages at all? The all-new Captain America series explored what happens when age finally catches up to Rogers. While fans would like to believe that he holds on to his vibranium shield forever, that is not the case. In fact, Rogers recognizes his deterioration himself and passes on the mantle to Sam the Falcon Wilson. While a very exciting development for Wilson, it's upsetting to see an aging Captain America ride off into the sunset. However, we're thankful that he was able to recognize his weakness instead of continuing to fight crime. Number 1. Daredevil. Matt Murdock lost his ability to see at a very young age. While this has served him as the superhero Daredevil, there comes a time during old age when the other senses start to deteriorate as well. Following his accident, Murdock found that his other senses were heightened as a result, giving him an entirely different type of strength. During his time fighting crime, he's used his enhanced sense of hearing and touch to take out his enemies. However, as he gets older, it stands to reason that his other senses would begin to lose their special quality as well. Unfortunately, this would leave him without the powers that make him super. Hopefully, he's able to retain his senses through the years, but time will eventually catch up to him.